The moment this stepmother saw her stepson fall from the castle tower, she jumped after him without the slightest hesitation. Luckily, one of the guards grabbed her ankle just in time. Everyone rushed downstairs in a panic. When the queen saw Bojji lying unconscious on the ground, she was terrified and nearly lost her mind. She poured every ounce of her magic into him. Then she cast the most powerful healing spell she knew. She didn't stop until Bojji finally regained consciousness. The hand she had raised so high slowly came down in the end. It gently rested against Bojji's cheek. Reviving Bojji had drained every bit of her magic. Unable to hold on any longer, the queen collapsed. This stepmother, who always seemed so strict with Bojji, had actually loved him like her own son all along. Whenever Bojji was injured during a duel, she would secretly visit him late at night to heal his wounds. The reason the queen opposed Bojji becoming king was never because she disliked him. She simply couldn't bear the thought of a deaf and mute child having to endure even more pain and hardship. In truth, she had been protecting Bojji from the shadows all this time. Their relationship didn't start out smoothly. When the queen first arrived at the palace, she desperately wanted to build a good relationship with Bojji, so she took the initiative and greeted him. But Bojji wanted nothing to do with her. He immediately turned around and ran away. Another time, while Bojji was playing with a ball by himself, the queen tried once again to talk to him, but Bojji simply sat quietly by the window, staring blankly into the distance. Then one day, while Bojji was in the garden watching ants, an injured snake suddenly appeared and bit him. Queen, who had secretly been following behind him, rushed over the moment she saw what happened. She kicked the snake away without hesitation, but when Bojji saw the injured snake, he burst into tears. So the queen used her magic to heal the snake. From that moment on, Bojji finally accepted her. Their bond grew stronger and stronger. Bojji even started seeking her out to play with him. But after the queen gave birth to the second prince, everything slowly began to change. Perhaps because she now had a child of her own, she gradually paid less attention to Bojji. Sometimes she would even criticize him harshly. Whenever she thought back on those moments, she couldn't help but feel guilty. Maybe letting Bojji set out on his own journey wouldn't be such a bad thing after all. So the queen arranged for the sword master and a royal guard to accompany him. Their destination was the queen's hometown. Along the way, Bojji was happier than ever. He curiously watched lobsters swimming in the water. He stood on mountaintops admiring breathtaking sunsets. He quietly enjoyed puppet shows in bustling marketplaces, and he treated himself to one delicious feast after another. Of course, the journey wasn't without danger. They encountered terrifying man-eating gorillas. They nearly fell into hunters' traps, but despite all the dangers, Bojji had never been this happy in his life. However, when they finally arrived at the gates of hell, the sword master suddenly shoved Bojji from behind.